And we are live in Uncle Matt's D&D studio, Skeeter Green, with 0 viewers.
Excellent. Well, nobody knows the link yet.
Yeah, but I know you're going to share it.
I'm going to try.
Yep. The first viewer I see will be you. I'm confident of that.
Well, yeah. You have to let me know. I don't see it.
Okay. Well, it's live now, so check his site.
Oh, there it is. Booyah!
That's right.
Okay. So I got to turn it off. We already have 1 thumbs up.
Yes. Okay. All right.
All right. So I'm working on it.
It's all right. We're going to switch to our view. Oop, there's a fireball.
Oh, kaboom! That is straight up for Jim Wampler.
It sure is. Okay, so I'm Zach Glazer, and this is Skeeter Green, and we are doing an episode of my eponymous show, Goddammit Zach, where
Goddammit Zach.
we do we talk a lot of nonsense about games we don't know anything about that I pull off randomly off my shelves, which is about all we're good at.
No, but it's awesome, and it is so informative to find out what we don't know.
Which is a lot. So
much.
No, anyway, but one thing I wanted to say, I'm disappointed, Skeeter Green, because I know you're convalescing. I was really hoping to get you with hopped up on a little bit of pain meds, but alas, no. You are a regular Skeeter Green this time.
Oh boy, there was a whole the side effects of opioid pain meds are no joke.
So they say. So the government tells me.
Just want to put that out there.
Okay, so anyway, without further ado, we'll get started here. Hold on. All right. And so, as you can see, we have the trusty Heroic Worlds. Will we use
Heroic
it?
Worlds.
Unlikely. 2 of them are too new to be in Heroic Worlds. But
really?
1 is. That's correct. But Skeeter Green, you have the fabulous dice of randomness.
I do.
Grab your dice bag, Skeeter Green.
My fateful 12-sider that never gets used in RPGs unless you're a barbarian. Oh, that's the big one too.
Alrighty.
So that will be box set number 3, please.
Number 3. All right. Number 3.
Box set the 3rd.
Kaboom.
Oh my.
Oh my, I know nothing about this one except that I know.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not. I'm embarrassed to say it's true.
So much about that one.
Here we have a first. Skeeter Green, you're a big man.
The Ruins of Myth Draenor was a staple in an ongoing campaign I played in for years. We kept going in and getting our ass kicked and leaving, and then going back in and getting our ass kicked and leaving and going back in.
That sounds kind of like Rappin' Athic.
Yeah, no, very, very similar campaign style. Just because this thing is massive and expandable and entirely customizable to your particular campaign. Obviously, it's Forgotten Realms based, but there is so much that each individual GM can add to this. It can go super off the rails.
Well,
and
I already like it. I already like it. 2nd edition. I don't know how early this comes in as compared to the ones that I remember, like the Horde. I know there's a second one of these as well, right?
There's a couple of expansions for it.
And I have one of these in Shrink that I did not open, but I have the second one here.
Do you really?
Yeah, and I have
That's probably worth something.
It might be. And
I have Alex, the Taco Devourer, would be able to tell us some more about that.
He would certainly be able to, but he only watches more on Facebook, I hear. Do you have the chat up so you can see if anybody has anything to add? Which is usually nothing.
Well, there are 5 people watching and no one has anything to add.
Excellent.
Really, how can you top this?
Yeah, really.
This is just,
All right, so what we got here? We got, looks like cards.
Yep.
You got the Year of the Tusk. So it looks like
we never used any of these cards.
Awesome. This has a list of lots of things.
Yeah, that should be locations.
The rubble table. That's what you find in the rubble. I like it.
Yeah, you can actually find a bunch of cool stuff in the rubble. Not super cool
looks
stuff.
Looks like an extra crypt,
but
just in case. Yep. Another extra crypt.
Those are, I believe, those are random things that you can put in because Myth Drannor is trashed. So there are a ton of just random bits and pieces you can throw in everywhere.
Yeah, those are nice though. And then you
Yeah.
have what else we got here? We got another one of those. Looks like is yep. There we are.
Yep. A
The
lot of crypts.
the
A lot of
Thalalium.
things died there.
Yeah, much died. And then
Yeah.
mythical magical table. Some ripple effects, various
No,
things.
no, not mythical. Mythal.
Oh boy, look at me.
And that is a
Party foul.
specific
That was a
that
party
is a
foul.
specific to the realms thing.
That's how you really know I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, hey,
So,
all
map,
right.
very large,
Yeah.
very big,
Yeah.
very 1990s TSR.
Well, and if you look at it very closely, it's nearly useless because it doesn't.
I like it.
It doesn't tell you where anything is at. It is strictly to look at,
The colors are pretty. Well, here's
which is
this
it's
kind of gives you.
cool.
This is kind of the same thing, isn't it?
No, that one actually gives you locations, I believe.
Oh, so well, not really. 'Cause
Oh
it's the
no,
same-
it doesn't.
Just part 2.
Yeah.
It's got known
No.
known woods. Oops, can't see
Yeah.
it there. There.
So there's all of this stuff and nary a location to tell you where anything is at.
Whoa, there's a one hangman tree or faux fairy. I like the
I
idea of
did
faux
not
fairy.
run this. I did not run this for my group that was that played for years and years and years together.
Hey,
I was the player.
there are boulettes here. Boulettes.
Excuse me, that would be pronounced boulets.
Oh
Hey.
man.
Hey, I am gonna take up Tim's standard on that one.
I think that
it
if we
is-
listen to anybody, we should listen to Tim. That's the
It
truth.
is boule since I first saw it. I'm extremely phonetic, so when I looked at it the first time, I said, "Oh, it's a bullet." That doesn't make any damn sense.
No, I'm with you. I don't even remember what if I could remember all the ways I pronounced things when I first got D&D, I would be ashamed. Anyway, more maps that don't tell me anything. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
Man,
no,
I dig
mean,
it.
I mean, they look goodish,
Yeah.
but,
Yes, they do look goodish.
but
Goodish is a
these
good term.
days, with the maps done by, Dyson and Alyssa,
And Anna Meyer. Yeah.
and yeah, it's just
Yeah.
it's insane
So we have
the difference.
an adventure.
Not shitting on anybody from that
The
era.
era.
I mean, they were awesome.
I won't
when
read who did
I
the maps.
First
look,
crack.
the maps were done by. No.
Nope.
I won't say that loud.
Don't do that.
So we have looks like, heck, it's a gatefold. I like gatefold. That makes me feel like old TSR. So this is the Adventures in. So it looks like we got Crown of Stars, The Worm Below, What We Face in Dreams. Let's see here. Arms
The
of Valor.
Crown of Stars was an interesting adventure and went sideways, I think.
So here we are. There you are. The Crown of Stars. The dusky shadows of this gaping doorway, deep in the ruins, you catch sight of a cluster of tiny winking lights. That sounds like it's going to go south real fast.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad news.
There's white warriors. There's unmapped tunnels everywhere. There's a Crown
One
of
of the
Stars.
nice things
There's the
about
crown.
yeah. Yeah, rare, possibly unique magic item.
They're possibly unique.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think we recovered that, and I think it went badly.
And then the campaign guide, which I assume is just going to be all the GM information and how to set up and use it. Ooh, new
Yeah,
spells.
it's a ton of spells, and
spells.
background, and
Societies, looks like. The Mythal. See how I
Yeah.
pronounce it right now?
so the
Mythal.
mythal is the magic force that powers all magic for the realms.
All righty. There you go. See, learn something new every day. Don't tell anybody about my ignorance. Oh, wait, I'm broadcasting it.
The
Oh.
mind-blowing thing about this is so much of this information came out of the brain of a single guy,
Which guy?
Ed Greenwood.
This is all Ed Greenwood?
Yeah,
Wow.
forgot everything in the Forgotten Realms. I mean, obviously there were other authors and a
Yeah.
lot of people who worked on it and a lot of input.
Don't tell Zeb Cook about it being only Ed Greenwood. Zeb Cook
Well, no,
might get nasty about it. You've met him.
well, I, no, Zeb is great.
I know. That's why I can say it and makes it funny because he's like the nicest guy ever.
It was the craziest thing. We were at North Texas at the convention, and I just decided one time I saw Zeb sitting at the bar. He was having a sandwich and a beer or something, and I just decided to sit down next to him and start talking to him. And he did not like elbow strike me or knock me off my stool or tell me to go fuck off
As opposed
or
to
anything.
what Tim would have done for you or somebody else.
At one time, Tim would probably have hit me with his crutch. No,
No.
All of those guys are so super approachable
It
at
is.
conventions. It's weird for me because I don't ever go up to somebody and say, "Hey, I'm going to steal your time and talk to you," which is really all they really want to do. They want to talk to people who are passionate about games, tell stories. I mean, if you can get Tim or Frank or Zeb or any of those guys where they have 5 minutes, they will tell you the greatest stories you've ever heard.
No, they
Steve
will.
Winter does that too. I got to sit down with him and a couple of other guys at North Texas. We were just sitting on the couches out in the lobby, and I heard so much about the history of TSR. It was amazing.
If you don't go to either Gary Con or the North Texas RPG Con or Gamehole Con, you're missing out because these guys are going there and they know their stuff. They like to talk about it, and they've all listened to my squee like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it, it's Alan Hammock." Stories, and
Yeah.
they're just great. Alan Hammock is the one that I most recently met. This is why he came to mind, but he's just a really nice guy who's like really super cool. So, and I tell him like, Ghost Tower of Inverness was my first module. I just love it. And I tell him 10 minutes later, Ghost Tower of Inverness was my first module. I just love it.
Yeah. Well, and he's very interesting because he's just like one of the guys.
Yeah.
For any group that can be there, he will just roll in and start talking to everybody. Very personable, very sweet guy.
No.
Loves to talk, loves to just jump into games too. If you have an open seat and he's walking by and not busy, if you can encourage him, he'll just plop down in your game and start playing, and then your mind is blown and you can't do anything.
Yeah, man loves his games, man.
Yeah,
good stuff. And
great.
It was, and I meet these guys and like they're like willing to do cool things. Like Alan Hammock's going to do some magic items for Frog God because I was talking to him at cons. So these guys are just great. So we recommend them at cons. All right, Skeeter Green, roll me that bad dice of yours.
All right, we're gonna go with the giant 20 and see if we get odds or evens.
All right.
We got a 20. So that is the most even.
Critical hit.
So that's, whatever one you put down. Well, there you go.
The chain coffin. Do you own it?
I don't.
I do.
And interesting story about that, because I lost a fucking auction to try and get it.
That's what you get for trying. I was a Kickstarter backer. Why was I a backer? Because they had this puzzle.
Crawl Classics.
Yeah, they have this puzzle that comes with, and they talked about it in the Kickstarter, and I knew I had to have it because I love handouts. And so here's the
so nice.
Yeah, I don't remember how it works. I remember Michael Curtis talking about it. I remember Jim Wampler talking about it.
I go to sleep when Michael Curtis starts telling me stuff about adventures. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, whoa.
Nope.
Party foul.
No, Mike is my buddy, and he informs me all the time. Once you're in the RPG world,
that's why
you can never get out.
Looks like I stored something extra in there.
The
Old God's Return. So
nice.
Anyway, so this is the chain coffin, and it came with a couple extra adventures in the box set. It is a nice cover. That. It's nice and foily. See all the light will shine off it all funky. No, and my understanding of it, I've read through it actually more than most of the ones that I own, because I think Michael Curtis makes me laugh. He has lots of really funny and amusing. little tiny homages, and I think this one's a lot about Clark Ashton Smith. And I don't
Yeah.
get some of them near as well as that because I'm not very familiar with Clark Ashton Smith. But he has places that just his names for. I wish I had gone through and highlighted some, but you know, he's got a gazebo and just rat fiends, rat pens.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's good stuff. It's illustrated all the way throughout, like all the other DCC stuff. Has nice handout section in the back. I'm real pleased with it. I think the box is really nice. I like the adventures in a box. Are thing I like. I know this surprises you, but like
Yes, I'm
Whisper and
shocked
Venom
to
and
hear
Death and
that.
Taxes, yeah, those I made my own that way. This is actually a very nice box. I'm a big fan of boxes, as you know. It's very thick. And here are some of the extras that came with inside. We got, oh, I got two of these.
And just in case somebody took my razzing of Curtis the wrong way, he is legitimately one of the workhorses of RPGs, and everything he puts out is top shelf. So.
That's okay if you're mean to him because he wrote a note to me in one of mine telling me that I was trapped now and I could never get out of RPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
well,
I think he's an
actually-
asshole. Actually, to be honest with you.
in the midnight auction, it always comes up. There is like some Michael Curtis boxer shorts or some kind of clothing item with his face on it,
I can't
and I
imagine.
win that auction every time. I don't know why that is, but I have a whole wardrobe of Mike Curtis clothing.
Anyway, moving on to
we
something
gotta
less creepy.
You gotta make this show weird as shit. So
Yeah, well,
there you go.
Good job.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Oh, wait! I just got an email saying I have a restraining order.
again,
Yeah.
that's like 3 since last time.
But this one's from Mr. Pig. I don't understand. That's another joke.
Mr. Pig is a bad person, but we'll talk about him some other time.
Mr. Pig was awesome.
All right, maybe he was.
You
All right,
can
so
bring back Mr. Pig.
so the Almanac of Shutter Mountains. These are like the Shutter Mountains is where this is all based. I know they had the whole campaign area around it. I see there's a 0-level adventure in here as well. I actually like the fact that they make these adventures that go with in a very thin black and white. So they're extras, but they aren't over the top. So I know that doesn't slow down their production schedule any. They are exactly what they're meant to be. This is a 0-level adventure. It's in black and white, but it comes in the box, comes with all the stuff. I like it. I think that's actually a good idea. Especially when you have box sets, because they fit in there very, very nicely. I know the Metamorphosis Alpha box set they did for the Super Special Edition, it had those in there as well. So, cool. And Mutant Crawler Classics, I have a few of those as well. That doesn't quite qualify as a box set, but it does have a nice slipcover.
Mutant Crawl Classics? Yeah. My green foiled book is amazing.
Very good. Good stuff.
I love it.
The author's kind of weird, but good stuff.
Hey, can't talk shit about my man.
That's right.
Oh, where's the intro? That was the perfect time to bring in the little fireball.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Here, intro, fireball. The Jim
Yeah.
Wampler fireball.
Kaboom.
Kaboom.
That is the Wampler special right
That's
there.
right. Boom. Here it comes again.
Oh,
Boom.
coming at us.
There
Kaboom.
we go. Woo.
We are
Transitions.
nothing if not super high tech.
Well, only because one of us has nothing better to do apparently with his free time. So that's the Chain Coffin. If you play DCC and you haven't heard of it, I don't believe you.
Yeah,
if you don't own it and you play DCC, you should because it's one of my favorites. I have the other ones. I mean, they're all good. They're all good for different reasons, but this is probably my favorite Michael Curtis adventure for DCC, and so I highly recommend it. I know it's still available, and you should get it if you don't have it. I recommend it. And then if you see Michael Curtis at a convention, have him sign it. And if you work in RPGs, when he signs it, you want to slap him after he's done. I just promise you that's true.
Oh, terrible.
Terrible.
I do not condone
slapping.
violence
I know.
against RPG people, except in very specific cases.
What if they're like just a guy who auctions things up dressed like the devil? I think that guy might deserve it now and then.
Oh, no, he doesn't get slapped. He gets much worse than slapped.
Okay, number 3 is one I didn't know much about, and I'm going to see what you knew. Ready?
James Bond. I know zero about this. Growing up, I saw this box set in almost every store and just walked right past it.
And because of that, I busted out the Heroic Worlds again.
Nice.
James Bond 007, 1983, by Gerard Christopher Klug with Greg Gordon, Neil Randall, and art by James Talbot. I know none of those names. Do you know them?
Nobody.
Espionage system based on Ian Fleming's popular series. The player expends generation points on attributes and skills to create an individualized character. The rules employ a simple task system that enables the GM to resolve almost any action quickly. The rulebook covers character creation, skills, combat, rules for chases, use of hero points to do the impossible, experience, equipment, and how to run the game. There's a background material on MI6, statistics for major characters from the movies, and an overview of various cities like Hong Kong, London, Rio, etc. Also includes the introductory solo adventure, The Island of Dr. No. It won the H.G. Wells The Strategist Club Award winner for that year. And
cool.
Here we go. Let's open it up.
Yeah.
It looks very James Bondsy on the front. I would say that's more of a... which one does that look most like? Roger Moore, I would say.
Yeah, it's kind of Roger Moore-ish.
Yep. Let's see here. Dice.
What?
Look at that. Old style dice. Old school crown neat dice.
Oh,
man. 2 of those. Ooh.
Wow.
Yep.
Normally, dice don't survive in the box sets.
No, these are actually old school, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay.
All right. Yeah, I can't see any of the numbers.
That's because there's no crown on them yet.
Oh, okay.
That was
got to ink those bad boys.
That's right. All right. So there's one book and one awesome catalog. Be a hero.
Yeah, I like the bear suit. That's pretty hip.
Yeah. Hey, man. Don't douse the bear suit, man. Michael Curtis wore a bear suit one time in a movie. He'll tell you that story if you ever see him. Anyway.
Multiplication table.
That's exactly
always
correct.
Helpful for those that can't do basic math.
I'm already excited. I think I'm going to add that. I'm going to add that onto ours. Anyway, so
holy shit!
It comes with a pad of character sheets. Look like this one has never been used, and then it comes with the book. And so, basic introductory. I think all the modules came as box sets as well. So
torture. I'm interested. You have my attention.
Seduction.
10 hours.
All right. Base time of seduction is any time from 5 minutes to a lifetime.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, boy, yeah. If my wife is commenting on this, ignore her. So combat movement, various combat skills. There's your torture chart.
Excellent. Quality rating.
Yeah.
All right. Will of the NPC. Huh.
Victim has you have a modifiers if you have a light wound or a heavy wound.
Yeah, you do.
And you have modifier if your interrogator is already tired. There's a seduction chart.
You have that in seduction as well.
I bet you do. The player character appearance is plain as normal. It's sensational.
Well,
that
Zach,
would be me.
You get a +4.
I do. That's right. My appearance is sensational. Again, it must be the hat and the haircut that I supposedly took too long to get. Anyway. Oop, look at that.
Gambling and casino life. You know all about that, don't you?
Yeah, my mom does.
Oh.
But they have the rules for roulette.
All right.
Overall,
what about Baccarat? Because I honestly don't know how to play that.
Alas, no. But it tells you where the good casinos are.
Seriously?
That one's been knocked down since the time this happened.
Wasn't Baccarat the game that he played?
Probably. He's got roulette, poker, how to cheat at poker, card games. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I found it. There it is. Baccarat. Aha.
I'm going to need to borrow this box set so I can learn how to play Baccarat.
This just has
the high roller in Monte Carlo.
These are just the rules. So you roll a dice to tell you how you did in the hand. It doesn't actually tell you how to play.
Oh, well, for shit's sake.
I know.
If only there was like a website that I could Google that information.
Check it out, dude. It tells you about all the major casinos in each of the areas. Puerto Rico, the Bahamas. Yeah, pretty nice.
Puerto Rico, known for their massive gambling casinos.
Got some fame actually going on. I like the martini. The artist for this actually did a pretty good job. Considering the era that it was in, I think they did pretty nice. Yeah. And the two color, the blue and the black is nice.
I have to admit, I despise martinis, or I did.
Well, lucky for you, you don't have to worry about it anymore. See,
I like these. I like these little Pistoleros.
I tell you what. Look at the vehicles.
Nice. The AMC Javelin. Sweet mother of God.
Yeah, look at
the fact that
snowmobiles.
The fact that that game features an AMC Javelin, that is awesome.
What about the Chevrolet
right there?
Capri Classic?
Oh, the '80s cop car. Yeah,
Yeah, right. Yep. All right. MI6 information. It must be MI6. I've never been. You may have.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Respectable-looking British gentleman.
Obviously, I could never know anything about MI6 because they wear suits.
That's right. You wouldn't be allowed anywhere near there.
Terrible.
Yeah.
That seems weird.
It's
like a weird ad.
Well, hey. And then you have some of these. Oh, look. I can't even say it because it's a family stream.
Heyo. Do they have what the hell was his name? Tip Top?
Odd Job.
Odd Job. Yeah. Is he in there? Yay!
See? This is actually, I'm more impressed than I thought I would be. I thought that it's thrilling cities like Lake Stevens or Cottonwood.
Yeah. No. I know one of those is a no. It's a hard no.
I can assure you they're both hard nopes. And then the Island of Dr. No, which must be out by Polsbo somewhere. So anyway.
Could.
Anyway, so I actually more impressed than I thought. Love the dice. Of these three, the one I knew the most about was the Dungeon Crawl Classics one because I read through it because I am a pretty big fan of Michael Curtis for all the teasing I give him. I think he's an incredible talent. If I was to select one I wanted to play tomorrow, gosh, right now I'm thinking I might want to try James Bond just because I think
I knew you would go that way.
And it's not because it's just close to me. It's also because it's it seems iconic. So,
well, the interesting thing is if we combine the streams here, Michael Curtis may run a James Bond game at a convention.
He still owes me a Dallas.
Does.
He owes me a Dallas.
Oh, you didn't get in on that?
No, I couldn't get in. I don't get in on games anymore. I'm a terrible person. I have to sneak my way in at the last minute and ask people, or bring you down from Washington to play in my room in the Phoenix game when I was a guest.
That sounds really weird the way you just
I know, but was it accurate how I described it?
Absolutely.
Yep. So
absolutely accurate.
Anyway,
and I had to crash on your couch because they gave away my room.
Anyway, so that is
your gypsy gamers.
Yep, that's for those. So I'm going to take us out with a fireball, and then we'll call that an evening. Thank you, everybody watching live, and thank you, everybody watches later. If you have any comments, please leave them, and Skeeter may or may not read them. All righty. And boom!
Kaboom!